All right, guys. So I actually wasn't gonna do this video, but I actually want to do this video. I ain't gonna lie. I want to actually talk about the news that we're hearing about with 2XKO. And is this acceptable to us? Are we really gonna accept this? Are we fine with this? Is this cool? Now, 2XKO and came out yesterday and then released a bunch of new information. Alpha Lab, they're planning on releasing this year when the Alpha Lab test is gonna be, all that other stuff. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna discuss. So let's go ahead and get into it. I ain't trying to hold y'all long. I ain't trying to hold y'all long. If you want long form, we go into the input output podcast. Make sure y'all watch that every week. But look, so we got right here that the 2XKO Alpha Lab is coming up. Shout out to 2XKO Intel. They always keep us up to date. What's going on with 2XKO? So we see right here it's going to be April 18th through the 20th. Now we're going to see in the next post why this is only 2 days. Why not only is this Alpha Lab coming out smaller, they're not going worldwide like we thought they were. They are making it smaller. You see right here, it's only going to be in US, Canada, and Brazil. So not only is it short, but only a small amount of people are getting it. It's going to be on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. Blase. We got the roster, we got Braum, Echo. Y'all see the characters right there who's coming. And then we got like a lot of changes, major updates to the gameplay. And that's what they're really testing us about. They're going to let us know that this is really all about testing the gameplay. Juggernaut Fuse here, that's one of the things that they're trying to make sure is working. The other Fuse right here, which is a sidekick. So those are the things that they're really trying to test out. You see right here, they also release different ranks and stuff you can get. So y'all can see that right there. That's all the different things, all the different ranks that you can get. Now here's kind of what we want to get to. From a developer Ask Me Anything, somebody asked, why is the Alpha 2 Lab shorter this time? Only 2 days. It is not uncommon for a closed beta, but the last Alpha Lab was a little over a week. Why the change? So they say there's a bunch of uninteresting detail here, but most of it was related to downscaling the size and the length of the AL2 in order to not delay any future milestones. AL2 is all about seeing if the gameplay changes are working for y'all and then getting right back to heads down on our path to launch. Please, we want to play Fatal Fury 2. So basically he's saying, look, this is only here. We're trying to test these new gameplay things that we have up in here, and we're trying to hurry up and get the game out. And you're going to see this in one of the other posts, but it seems like right now they're trying to hurry up and get the game out. They want the game out. They're trying to get it out quick, which is good because we predicted how things have been going for this game over this period of time, and we known about the things that we got released for. People are starting to get like, when is this game going to release? It isn't released yet. Why are we waiting all this time for it to release? We've been knowing about Project L, 2XKO, since 2019, and it's still not out yet. So a lot of people are just kind of like, look, like, why isn't this game out yet? I'm getting bored of it. I'm getting tired of it. Now, this is some other big news. It is only going to be launching when it launches full game with 10 champions. Now, okay, let's read this first before we get into that. How many champs are you planning on releasing with the final game? We will have 10 playable champions at launch. We know it is a smaller number than you would expect, but when faced with the trade-off of including even more champions, resulting in delaying the release date and getting into your hands sooner, we're excited about the latter. We also believe that experience these champions through solo duo play via a number of different fuses provide a lot for folks to dig into early. The fact that we are a live service game means that it will only get better from there via new champions releasing and gameplay updates. Now, people have said that 2XKO has promised in the past that they're planning on releasing a new character every month. So basically, first of all, releasing with 10 characters is incredibly low. Let's get that out the way. It's incredibly low. We just got on Hunter x Hunter for releasing with only like 13 or 15 characters in a 3v3 game for a $60 price tag. They just got onto that game for it releasing so low. And this 2XKO, it's a team game. It's a 2v2 game. It's only going to release with 10 characters. That's incredibly low. Now you do kind of want to give it some grace because one, it's free to play. And two, they're saying that they're supposed to be releasing a character every month. That's what they're saying. If not that, stuff can change when you get into this, blase. They plan on releasing quickly. They need to release double. I agree. I saw somebody say they needed at least double the characters in the first year. That's true. They need that quickly. They need double the characters quickly. a team game 2v2. Now a lot of people have been saying like, look, with all the different fuses, you know, that can make, you know, it seem like there's so many different characters in the game. You can switch stuff up a lot. The few characters will seem like a lot based on how the game is played. Understand that that's true, but some people might just not like the character, period. You could say gameplay, this mechanic, that, blase. Some people play games off rule of cool. Some people play games picking characters that they just think is fun. It don't matter about their mechanics. So that's gonna alienate some people on how they pick characters and how they play characters. No matter which way you slice it, 10 characters is not a lot. And I want to give them some grace because, like I said, it's free to play, but once again, we've been knowing about Project L 2XKO since 2019. How are we releasing this with only 10 characters? How all this time that we've known about this game, how are you releasing with 10 characters only? That makes no sense. But we trying to get some great, you know, and this is just a game that, you know, people can say, are y'all just fine with this because of Riot and stuff like that? It is what it is. Some people just got that cachet, but still at the end of the day, we gonna call a spade a spade. That's low. So we got right here, Filipino man posed the question, do y'all really find 10 characters at launch acceptable? I remember buying BlazBlue Cross Tag in 2009 and thinking 13 was an extremely low number, and now we getting 10 for a tag game. How is this forgivable and acceptable just because it's Riot? So we see people chiming in here. Kissy K say it's only acceptable because it's free to play. That's what I said. Gutex here, basically, you know, he's joking. So we got Aaron Ward basically saying, well, Killer Instinct was like 6 to 8 characters and that game was sick. I mean, I understand that, you know, people want to throw the Killer Instinct out there, but still that's super low, and still it's a tag game. Super Noon said, I think 10 with all the grooves they have is okay for now. Just need to roll out a good amount of DLC, 6 characters first year minimum. Someone says it's free, so can't complain too much. Skullgirls is a tag game that had 8 on launch and was barely acceptable due to it being an indie game, in my opinion. If Riot sticks to their normal schedule of releasing a character every month or 2, it'll probably be fine. It's probably the best since the game eventually is gonna have way too many characters. So yeah, this kind of thing you're gonna have to stick it out in the beginning. But if they keep their promise of releasing how they say they're gonna release, then cool. The dev team making a good game, but 10 is such a low number, and it just makes it feel like Riot is putting limitations on the dev team game. That's why I'm wondering, like, how much are y'all really backing this? How much are y'all really putting behind this that we've known about this game since 2019, and we're still here? And even with them saying that, you know, when them answering questions like, look, we just like this beta, this is just about trying to make sure the stuff work, and we trying to get the game out. It's letting you know that even they know, like, look, it's time. We're seeing the chatter, we're hearing the chatter, we understand what's going on. It's time to get the game out. Like, I can understand that you're trying to I understand that plight. I understand that they're trying to make the game as perfect as it can. You're trying to get league players to come over and play a traditional fighting game. Traditional fighting games are already games that are difficult. Traditional fighting games are already games that it's a learning curve. You're not just gonna hop in and point and shoot. So it's already, you know, and you can tell they're really focusing on the, you know, basic controls. They're really trying to focus on, you know, making it easy to jump in and getting there to play, not overcomplicated. You know, people was talking about the button layouts and stuff like that. They're trying to go back and change that. You can really tell they're trying. They're really trying to make changes. And that's why they're focused on this gameplay with the Alpha Lab. They changed a lot of stuff with the fuses because of what people were saying. So they are trying to make the right game, but if you keep doing that, you will just keep pushing the can down the road. So it's good to me that they're just going ahead and saying, look, it's been too long, we got to get this game out. People have been saying that they're just forgetting this game and they don't care anymore. It's time to get the game out. So basically you're seeing how, you know, people feel. At the end of the day, people are kind of just like, look, it is low, this is crazy. And I've been one that's kind of been on 2XKO for a while now, because it's like, look, like, everybody kind of been letting stuff slide with Riot because it seems like, you know, it's Riot. They're so excited for this game to come. They really want to get their hand on it. They want it to be successful. But it seems like they've been letting a lot of stuff slide. And I've been one that's just like, look, when is this game coming out? So it seems like it's going to come out this year. You know, they got the Alpha Lab coming up. We know the dates. It's 2 days. They're trying to hurry up and get some stuff out. So respectable. But how do you guys feel about them coming out with 10 characters? Do you feel like that's acceptable, not acceptable? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's your boy Rex on Max. Peace.